So I'm going to use my highlighters here. You should already have everything highlighted. As I take a little glance around, it looks like everyone's got this all the way done, which is great. So we're going to start off with the process, and then by the end, we're just going to be kind of checking our answers, okay? So we got a 2 and an 8 for my numbers, a to the power of 2 and a to the power of 4 for my powers. We'll rearrange that. 2 times 8 times a to the power of 2 plus 4. Got to add those exponents together. Yellow numbers are together. Pink powers are together. What does 2 times 8 give me in the front? 16, thank you. A stays as A, and what's my new power? 2 plus 4? There you go, thank you, Darius. 6 is what we get. Boom, there's our answer. 16A to the power of 6. The tricky part here is we're multiplying those big numbers in front, but we are not multiplying the tiny numbers on the top. We are adding our exponents together just like we do in the product rule. Okay. Number 2, same thing. Our numbers in yellow, or sorry, our coefficients in yellow, I should say. Our powers in pink. 6 times 5 comes to the front. 3 plus 4 stuck on our B. 3 plus 4. 6 times 5, just like that. Again, we're rearranging it so our colors are together. Our like colors are together. 6 times 5 in the front gives us what? 30, good. B to the power of 7, there we go. Not too bad, hopefully. Now number 3, we've got 3 different terms. 5, 2, and 2 are our coefficients. And then for powers, we've got 2, 3, and what's on top of that final R there? 1, that's right. Got to make sure to include that. 5 times 2 times 2 times R to the 2 plus 3 plus 1. Now I'm going a little quick here, but we spent a lot of time on this over the last couple days, so hopefully you're following along and making those corrections that you need to. 5 times 2 times 2, well, that's 10, and 10 times 2 is 20. R to the power of what? 6. There we go, thank you. And if we follow that same pattern for number 4, we should get 15V to the 5th power. Give me a thumbs up. All 4 of those product rule problems look right to you. Anybody? Good, okay. It's a lot of us, almost all of us. And again, if you notice where you made an error, that's great. Just add that note in red, okay? Moving on to the quotient rule here. So this is where we're going to have to split everything up. And it gets a little confusing because we do these all in a kind of different way. But as soon as you see that fraction line, your brain should think, oh, I'm going to extend that line and split everything up as much as I can. So what 2 numbers would multiply to give me 12 here in number 5? 3 times 4, which is 3 times 2 times 2. And we've got 3 n's after that, right? N to the power of 3. 6 is just 3 times 2 with 2 n's coming after that. So it looks like I've got a pair of 3's and a pair of 2's. And how many pairs of n's can I highlight? 2 pairs. Boom, boom, just like that. All right, all we're left with here now is a 2 and an n. Do I need to write my denominator here? No, technically it's 2n over 1, but we could just write that as 2n. If you wrote it as 2n over 1, perfectly fine. I love to see that too. Either way is fine with me. Okay, if you feel more comfortable keeping the 1 there, I love it. Keep doing that. Okay, number 6. How many n's are we going to have on the top?
3.
3 of them. N times n times n. Can we split 2 up at all?
No.
No, and we don't even have to because there's no numbers on the top for us to even cancel, so we'll leave it as 2, with 5 n's coming after that. Let's see. Again, no numbers to cancel out, but we can cancel out 3 pairs of n's, just like that. Now on the bottom, we're left with two n's. That'll be 2n squared. And what's left on the top here? 1. Can we just get rid of that 1 like we did in the previous problem? No, we have to keep the 1 when it's on the top. All right. Number 7, we could split this one up all the way, but here's a little shortcut. If you see, hey, 4 is a factor of 12, right? So I don't even need to split my 4 up, and I don't need to split my 12 up all the way. We can keep it as 4 times 3 with that 4 on the bottom, because those 4s are now going to cancel out. If you split it up all the way to prime factors, you would cancel out 2 pairs of 2's, and it would be the exact same thing, right? 4x's on top, 3x's on bottom, x, 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 just like that. And we're left with a 3 and an x on top. 3x over 1, or just 3x. Either one works for me. All right, number 8, moving right along here. Again, you can use this little shortcut. Hey, I have an 8 on top and an 8 on bottom. I don't even need to split those up because they're going to cancel out as a pair. 5 n's on top, 6 on bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of n's that cancel, giving us what? Just n, right? Double check. Is that what you got? Just n for number 8?
Yeah.
No. What am I missing here?
Oh,
The 1? Like that?
no.
No?
On top.
On top. There we go. I wanted to see if you guys were awake. 1 over n is what we get. That's right. Everything cancels on the top, but when it's on the top, we keep that 1 there. It's really easy when we're going fast. And once we have all of our lessons in our brain, we forget about that. But you have to remember, if there's nothing on top, you keep it as a 1. Great catch. I appreciate that. How does that look for quotient rules? Sound good? Thumbs up. Got them all right? Makes sense? Sounding okay? Good. All right. Now to the power rule, our last of the 3, before we get into some real fun stuff today. 4n raised to the power of 3. So what we want to do here with the power rule, we're not going to expand everything out. I mean, we could, but the easier way to do it is to distribute that 3 to both of those terms. Remember, a term is a number or a variable. So we've got a 4 and an n. Those are both going to get that power of 3. Right? 4 to the third is what? 12? 64. Good. 4 times 4 times 4 times n to the power of 3, just like that. Now this one wasn't too bad because our variable inside the parentheses didn't have an exponent, so we could just throw that 3 on there. But in number 10, we have x to the 4th as our second term. So I know I'm going to hit that 8 with the outermost 2. And I'm going to hit that x to the 4th with that 2. But what am I going to do with these exponents? Am I going to add them? We're going to multiply them. We add the exponents with the product rule. When we get to the power rule, we multiply them, okay? Super important to keep in mind. 8 squared is 64 again. And what's my new power of x going to be? 8. There we go. 64x to the 8th. Moving right along. 3 and n to the 4th. Hit them with that outermost 2 and multiply. Gives us 9n to the 8th. And 3 times n to the 3rd. Hit them both with that 3 and multiply. That gives us, what is 3 to the 3rd power? Is that 9?
27.
27. 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, I'm trying to make sure you guys are listening. 27. N to the 9th power. All right. Questions I can answer about that. I know we kind of speed ran it, but that's all of our work there. Hopefully you were following along, making sure that yours looks just like that. Okay.